I was never really popular in high school. I don't want to say that I was invisible. People just didn't see me. Actually, there was a time when everybody in my school noticed me. And this story is going to be that time. So to give the story some setting, there's a big grassy hill in the courtyard at my high school. So every once in a while they would revive the grass, and so they would put some like fertilizer and seeds on it, and they'd caution tape the entire thing off so no one could walk on it. The only thing was, it was caution taped off for like 2 weeks. But after like 2 days, that was like the freaking softest grass you've ever seen. It was as if they plucked a cloud out of the sky, shoved it in the ground, and dyed it green. I wouldn't be surprised if that stuff was made out of bunny rabbit tears. I'm pretty sure they were even watering it with some baby lotion. Anyway, so our lunch table was located like right next to this grass. And I actually remember one time we knocked Jordan's pizza out of his hand into the grass. Yeah, we were jerks. But he couldn't get it because it was taped off. And you'd get in some like major trouble if you walked on that grass. Like we're talking like detention, maybe even suspended in some cases, and not even the fun kind of suspension, like in school suspension. And so our lunch table was pretty much the only thing between the grassy hill and the dragon that dwelled underneath the 500 building stairs. When I say dragon, I'm actually referring to the Hispanics of our school. I don't know if I can say that. Because, they would always gather during lunch and play soccer. And, now that I think about it, I've never actually seen one of them eat. And, they would always be kicking their ball at our lunch table. And it's like at least 20 times during our 30-minute lunch period. And, that's like 20, that's a lot. This group, they weren't really exactly mean. They weren't welcoming. It was the weirdest thing too, because they're always like super nice apart. It was like, oh, you need a pencil? Jose's got you. You need to copy some homework? Jose's your man. You don't know how to ask your girl to prom? Jose will take her. You don't try and return that pencil during lunchtime though. If you take that to him, he will, and then he'll break the pencil. Thinking back on it now, they probably just didn't like me and my friends. But back then, I thought it was because we're whitey boys. I thought it was because we were little marshmallows. Like, joke's on them. Have you ever eaten Lucky Charms? You eat all the marshmallows out of that crap and throw the rest of that trash in the garbage. So because of this, I was a little bit more salty than my other friends, due to my background. Because you probably didn't know, but my grandfather is actually Mexican, which means my mom is half Mexican, which means that that's right, am a quarter Mexican. That's right, I'm no ordinary marshmallow now, I'm a freaking s'more with 1 graham cracker. And so, they kicked the ball at us this one day, and we were fed up. We had enough. And we had previously hatched this plan where one of us would take the ball and we'd throw it into the taped off grass. Then they can't even bother us for like 2 weeks. Yes! And so, the ball gets kicked to us. We're all kind of looking at each other like, who's gonna do it? Then one of my friends says, come on, guys, someone has to do this. You could be a hero. Then that struck something in me. I did something right here. So I'm like, a hero, you say? And so I stand up. Everyone, my bros are like, oh, he's doing it. He's gonna do it. I grabbed that ball with 2 hands. I freaking overhead chuck that thing into the grass. It hit like dead center in the middle. Hook, line, and sinker. That line does not work for that. But, it was a direct hit. And it was amazing, and none of my bros were cheering. It kind of hurt a little bit. I was like, I am a hero. I deserve praise. Why are you not applauding right now? So I turn around to see all of my silent bros, and standing behind them was Miss Persino, the dean of our school. To give you a little background on Miss Persino, if you've ever seen the Disney film Snow White, You know the one with the princess, you know, the fairest maiden of the land. She sings and woodland creatures gather to her side. Yeah, she was the witch in that movie. To give you a little side story, I was working on a poster after school, and I see Miss Persino coming up the stairs, because I was on the second story. And also on the balcony was a little baby bird. He was just like hopping around. He's the cutest little thing. So Miss Persino also sees this bird, and she's like, oh, come here, little baby bird. And I kid you not, the bird takes 2 hops and jumps off the balcony. Like, it freaking killed itself. It did not fly. It freaking jumped off that balcony and splatted into the ground. And so I turned back and saw her, and she just points. And so, you know, at first I try and like play it off as, oh, me? So it doesn't work. So I slowly step towards the caution tape, you know, lift one leg over. And as soon as my foot touches the ground, something strange happens. There's like a wave of confidence that just overtook me. And so, you know, I lift the other leg over. And by this time it's like, whoo, like, whoa. And you know, for a little awkward boy like me at the time, all the time, this is like magical. So I start walking towards the ball, and everybody at lunch starts like turning to see me walking on this grass. Like, holy crap, he's walking on the grass? Yeah. And by the time I reach the ball, I'm pretty sure I hear some people like whispering, like, oh my gosh, the legends are true. It's the Grass King, the one who would surpass the tapes of caution and walk amongst the green clouds. You know, I was pretty high up there in everyone's cool scales. So I pick up the ball. Confidence, adrenaline is like coursing through me. So I put it under one hand, and I freaking stride back to that lunch table. You know, pick up Jordan's pizza along the way, take a bite, throw it over my shoulder. I can do whatever I want. So, you know, I step back over that caution tape. My bros are cheering for me. I'm pretty sure the entire school was cheering, actually. So now I just have to give the ball back, right? I take that ball in 2 hands, you know, take aim for my airmanos, and I freaking channeled all of my confidence and adrenaline into my right leg. And I falcon punched that thing with my foot, just, it flew like a little angel ball. I kicked it a good 40 feet, 40 yards, sounds more, I kicked it 40 yards. I'm pretty sure it turned to ash by the time it reached them. But no, actually, I kicked the ball. The wind must have been strong that day because it went in the wrong direction. So, you know, everyone's cheering turned to laughing. And so that ended my reign as the Grass King. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. If you want more, hit subscribe. There'll be tons. I got lots. Yeah.